Welcome to the podcast, Sports, Streets, Entertainment.
What? What you throwing your hand up like that? Because what?
You gotta stop. Look, man, we still in it.
You still in
We
what?
still going.
Still
Y'all
what?
home watching this right now.
Yeah, all right, so boom, let's get right into this thing, you know? All right.
Right. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it, man. So, I want to know how y'all niggas feel about that Dancing Lance,
Oh, the one-on-one.
you know? Born Ready, and, you know? And Beastie Boy. We the ones.
I ain't get the.
I ain't see
watched
about
the
that game, man.
highlights.
Like, that, it was a game.
That shit was intense.
Super intense.
Listen, and you know what? No bullshit. Niggas made some good NBA money, but this how you could tell they ain't do the right things with that. For that 100,000, them niggas was ready to fight and everything for
Nah.
that.
You think
Nah,
you
what?
feel that?
What?
You know what I
Did you
think?
see it again?
Yeah, no, I watched the highlights.
Oh.
But you know what it is? It's the love of the game too. I think.
Yeah, but
It be that
Well,
too because look, they both, if I'm not mistaken, also put their own personal bet, which was over 100.
Extra,
Right. Oh, it was
it was like,
extra 100.
but I heard
I thought it was like two. That's what I thought it was like a quarter.
it was like I heard it was like
200.
200.
All
Oh,
of
all
that
right,
was 200.
all right. So they put
But
an
I
extra
heard
100.
Kyrie put up 50.
Probably.
I don't know how much truth it is there, but I heard Kyrie
Yeah,
put up
that's how
50.
you think.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, when that was talking about, I'm quite sure.
So how much?
But
how
that
much
was a
y'all
dog.
put up?
Huh?
How much you really? What you put up a quarter each?
Who them? No, the niggas that set that up put the 100. Then
That's what I'm
them
saying.
personally.
But this is what I'm saying. If Kyrie put up 50, would y'all put up a quarter each? That made it 200.
But
A
still.
quarter's a quarter. What? Back to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That NBA money done.
No, of course.
But
We all- I
real
mean,
shit though, real shit is usually the entourages. Like me and you go one on one. I got my crew with me. You got your
Yeah,
crew.
yeah.
We know what it is. Money on the line. We coming to play ball. It's the niggas that don't care about that shit. You know what I mean? It's always the entourage that fuck shit up, and that's what it was. Lance was about to fight with
so
it wasn't Beasley. It was a nigga in the
just a
crowd
nigga in
that
the
jumped
crowd,
up.
right? That's
shit.
all right. I
Yeah.
knew that wasn't busy people
Hell
because he
no.
just walked
I
off.
feel like that dude Lance off his square too. After that, he wasn't as focused.
Yo, no, I feel you, but yo,
Who
let me
Lance
tell you
played
something.
for?
He
Nobody now.
NBA.
They both retired.
used to
Oh.
play for Indiana. But look, Beasley is a
Niggas all
beast,
shape. I see
right?
Who was it that said it was NBA player? I don't know. It was a former or current that said one of the best scorers they seen. One of the hardest niggas to stop was Michael Beasley. I forgot
Yo,
who said- I forgot who said
this
it.
is what Carmelo.
Was it
Did
Carmelo?
Carmelo say that? I
Oh,
forgot.
no.
I forgot who said that. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you, right? Michael Beasley, like for example, playing a nigga like Melo 1-on-1, he's gonna dog you. Dog you. I don't give a fuck who you is unless you're a nigga like Shaq that's still up to date. You know what I mean? But Michael Beasley, nah, man. You can't play a nigga like that. Well, I'm not taking nothing away from Lance Stephenson. You know what I mean?
He was
But
born ready.
yeah, that's
I
a
got one
fact.
person that I think that will cook him.
Michael Beasley? Who?
ISO Joe.
Joe Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, in his prime.
No, I'm talking about right now.
Nah, stop it. He
Well,
still
they-
played
they-
three.
they-
He
they-
still
they
played
both of
the
them
three.
did.
Yeah, but not now. I'm telling y'all, yo, Beasley a different nigga, man. He's the type of nigga that still work like Gilbert Arenas. Nigga would still cook a nigga on some street ball outside the NBA.
No, he can't. He can't even move his knees.
Who?
He can't even
What
run.
you talking about? They doing the 2-on-2 joint. He cooking
Half
niggas.
court and
That,
you watch the
it
games,
don't matter.
he not
That's
running.
what 3-on. That's what the big three is. Half court. We talking about 1-on-1 is half court
Why you think he not playing the big three, nigga?
because he's doing his own thing.
No, nigga, it's not because of that, because he physically can't do it.
Alright.
You know what I'm saying?
What? Alright.
Yo, but look,
But he doing the 2-on-2 though.
alright,
That's
look,
different.
let me ask you this about that game
Yeah.
between Beasley Lance Stephenson, right? Do you think Beasley won the game or Lance lost the game?
Ooh. I get you. I think Beasley still would have beat him on a 1-on-1. I get what you're saying, right? And I think
You get what
Lance
I'm
just
trying to
might
say,
have
Will?
made.
Yeah, my opinion on that is, I don't think it was close enough to say Lance lost it.
This is what I'm saying. What Lance
That
did
wasn't-
made it worse.
Listen, Lance hit
Yeah.
two back-to-back threes to make it a little closer, but Michael Beasley was busting his ass.
Yeah.
Let's be for real. Lance tired out. He tired out. His last like 5 or 6 shots was 3-point shots.
Yeah,
Not a dribble, not a
Nothing.
movement,
Yeah.
nothing. I'm gonna just stand here and pull. You wasn't knocking those down to think you're gonna just keep shooting that.
And Lance
Beasley
got a
worked him,
shot.
He worked him,
But
He worked
that
him.
showed
I think Michael
Lance
Beasley, I
play
think he won.
still here and there, but Beasley still be hitting that
Yeah.
court. That's what that show.
That's
Cause
what
yo,
Beasley do.
Lance got a shot, nigga could shoot. You know what I mean? But
It
just
ain't show.
right, you know. But it just show he's not one of them niggas that still hit the gym hard. Some niggas still do it, man. Alright, let me ask y'all a question real quick, right? Knicks firing Tibbs. What's the best move right now? Cuz, what you think?
All right. Before we ask what's the best move,
Yeah,
what's your opinion?
what's
on
your
that?
opinion
'Cause
on?
a lot
Okay.
of people say the Knicks ain't been in the Eastern Conference Finals in
He
25
deserved to get
years.
fired, man.
So let me just finish off.
Yeah, cause Knicks is getting a lot of flack for that
Yeah,
right
and
now.
listen, a lot of people is upset. Oh, this is the
Yeah.
furthest they got since in the last quarter century. Do you think he deserved to get fired? Me personally, hell yeah. Me, I think he did. The Knicks gave up their future, a lot of draft picks, to win now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you had the team for the last 5 years. Cool, you kept 4 playoff runs in the last 5 years. Eastern Conference Finals run. What happened? I ain't hear you.
I ain't scared of it.
Nah, you said something. But anyway, couldn't make fun.
This is more honey cuz?
Hell yeah. But did he deserve it? I feel he deserved it. And let's move on to who we gonna select.
Yeah.
Alright, how about you, Taco? How you feel about Tibbs being fired?
You should, because why would you have your starting 5 all game playing every single game?
Anything.
That's another good. That's a good point.
That's the main thing if you ask me.
You
I mean,
had-
like
you
I
had-
understand the short rotation thing with coaches, but he overdid it.
You had Bridges, OG, Brunson, Towns, and who else on the court?
Hard.
Yeah, Hart. Going
40
ham
something minutes.
every
Yeah,
game.
he killed us with that.
Every game, every different team.
Now, if that had worked and we got past to the championship and dug it out, win or lose, whatever decision, alright, cool. But I don't care. He burnt us. What's your take on
Yeah,
that?
see, the reason why Tibbs had to go is because Tibbs is outdated, man. He gotta update his GPS, man. Like, that's a fact. He too stuck in his ways, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the second reason why he had to go. The first reason he had to go is because he need to go spend time with his family. Because he coaching, no matter what he did, was gonna help him.
But Double R, what you think about that?
I think he should have left. I'm glad he got fired because
Just
like he just gonna piggyback on
it's not
a
going
little bit of what he was speaking about. He don't
Yeah.
play his bench. He burn those guys out too much.
Mm.
Every game he do that, and then he argues with them. Dudes is tired. That he can't really get into how he feeling about his rotation with the bench because he's a coach. But why you fight arguing with a player? I
Yeah,
mean, he took it like personal. I think it was Mikal Bridges one game.
So I was listening to something yesterday or today, and I heard something like that.
and,
That him and Mikal Bridges.
Yeah.
But look, now this is the thing. I was watching some shit earlier, right? And they was saying that Dolan made this happen.
Yeah.
They said
he
when
never cared for Tibbs anyway.
look, that's what's crazy. They said he never cared about Tibbs, number one, right?
Only it was Leon Rose.
Boom. So that's what when he hired Leon Rose, he gave him the green light.
Mm-hmm.
But they said that Tibbs stepped up player after they was eliminated and asked their opinion on Tibbs, and that
Jack
player
Brunson that.
gave no, I doubt that.
What did you say? Who they asked?
They didn't say what player this was.
That's what he asked. I know he
Nah,
said
not Brunson, because Brunson got a relationship with Tibbs.
But he did ask him. He said, "Oh, really?"
This player gave a negative,
Response?
yeah, and Tibbs
It
made
wasn't
that
Mikal Bridges.
call.
Brunson
That's
is
what
the
a lot of people
Yeah.
saying
That's the
on
only
ESPN.
nigga who got something good to say about that.
Yeah.
Sucker Tips. And
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be
Yeah.
like, nigga, Cam Reddish had bad shit to say about him.
Yup, he did.
Yeah.
Nigga Quickly had bad shit to say about him.
Quickly too.
Barrett, everybody, my nigga.
Yeah.
Obi Toppin when he left.
Yup.
It didn't start with
DiVincenzo
Yeah,
at the free throw line.
It didn't
But he was more mad with Rick Brunson.
So all I'm trying to say is that fuck that nigga, man.
Nah, I feel you.
Like I'm serious. Like
Now-
that ain't got nothing to do with my
I'm just
hate
glad
to
he's
him.
gone. That's it.
Like,
I don't care who they
Tibbs
get.
is something- And think about this. Y'all got 2 stars. You ain't got no superstar. But you got 2 stars.
We got one superstar.
Yeah,
we
stop.
got- we got-
Let's not do this. Let's pod.
We got 2
Y'all
superstars. one
asked me to
all-star.
pod, right?
That's what we doing.
Alright, so
That's what
chill
we
out.
So I can't give my opinion
My
on the
nigga,
pod.
you got 2 stars.
I can't
my
give
nigga.
my opinion on the pod.
No.
Hey,
not
chat.
if it's not real, man.
Hey, chat. Comment.
Comment in his
Let us know what y'all
intersection.
think. It's Rick. Excuse me, not
Oh,
Rick.
you go make noise.
It's Jalen Brunson, not a superstar.
Yeah, he tripping.
Like my nigga China Brim say. Shout out to 050. Put it in the comment section.
Put it in the comment
You
section.
know what I'm saying? Like,
But hold
you
up.
gotta relax.
If we
Told you I was coming back home. Told you I was coming back home. Right back where I belong.
What if I didn't believe I wouldn't be pleased? And I know life is a risk. What if I would've stood broke with no plan to grow? Actually settled for this. What you know about waking up with desire to win, but don't know.
Yo, what's considered snitching to y'all, right? No, now look, right? That's this was the topic, right? Now, what's big on YouTube is from podcasts, the niggas going live or whatever. I'm not gonna speak nobody name, right? But we watch like an artist catch a RICO charge, right? And while he's locked up fighting the bond and all that, we have these YouTubers that sit there for the next however much days back to back, go live and speak on this person being indicted, right? No, but it goes on through a bunch of YouTubers, right?
Yeah.
But they also talk and they bring up shit that I feel personally
if that's the case.
that can have these investigators look into, like they speak on shit. You know what I mean? Whether they had
I
them,
want to get my opinion on
you
that.
know what I mean? So like, what's your opinion on that? Like, do these YouTubers play a part in indictments,
But
podcasts, or whatever it is?
Right, well,
They play a part. I agree with that. But us the silly motherfuckers give them content. You understand what I'm saying?
All right.
If you're not running to social media for every fucking thing you do, what the hell
Yeah.
do they got to? What
I
they got
feel
to
you.
talk about?
But
And if you don't take these little checks that they give you to do, the Adam 22s and everybody,
Flags and all that.
if you're not taking them checks, the spill all the beans, they don't got no content.
no, I feel you. But this is my thing, right? And this and I, my thing is this: as a content creator, like I've been fucking around with that shit for a minute, right? Going to cuz shit, right? Shout out to One Shot Deals, right? Some years ago, we shot it. Well, I didn't shoot the documentary. I forgot the name of the dude. He was shooting T.I. videos at this time, right? He shot Cuzzo documentary. So before we put it out, Cuzzo sent it to me, like, cause I was doing all the uploading and shit, right? So I'm like, alright, send it, cause we about to drop it that night or the next day. So before I upload it, I sit there and I look at it, right? And I'm looking at the shit, and this shit has so much incriminating shit in the documentary, right? I called Cuzzo, I said, yo, we can't put this out. Real talking, Cuzzo, here to talk to, right? This shit went from a 45-minute documentary. I said, yo, I'm about to throw this shit into the editing program and chop this up. A lot of shit gotta come out, right? I told him, yo, sit there and look at this, yo. Cuzzo called me back within an hour or two. Yo, yeah, you ain't lying. That shit went from like a 40-something minute documentary to a 20-something minute documentary. You know what I mean? And look what happened. Right after that, it was an indictment that came down. We gotta get up with Cuzzo and speak on that, cause that shit was crazy how that whole shit went down. But yeah, you know what I mean? So me being a content creator, right? I wouldn't sit there and interview a nigga regardless if I ask you questions, right? One thing I'm not gonna do is ask you questions that's gonna incriminate you. I'm not gonna do that. Everybody not the same, right? Even if you go crazy beyond that, right? I'm not gonna put that out, cause let me tell you something, right? When it all goes down, you're gonna be subpoenaed to come to court. Yeah, whether you stand 10 toes down the door, I don't want to be involved in none of that.
Listen, you hear what you're saying?
Yeah.
Everybody don't carry that same.
No, that's why I say everybody ain't the same.
So as long as I get the views, I'm in. You want to take this check to do it?
Let me tell you,
let you spill the beans. Get him talk. Take his money and talk.
Look, I agree with you. I agree with Chris, right? Because there's an integrity on it. But with us, we gotta understand this. Money rule everything, bro.
Well,
and when it comes to money, when it comes to money, integrity get thrown out the window with a lot of people, bro.
No,
and then when it comes to this, right, with content creators, niggas making money, whatever is gonna bring that money in, niggas gonna do.
Right. Alright, so let me look, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Cause we dragged, right? But cause the question was, do y'all feel content creators play a part in the indictments going on? Regardless if they put it out, the artist sits there and speak on it, but does that play a part in the investigation and the helping during the court process? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that's what I'm asking.
That's like besides the music industry.
Now
look at these young niggas in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Should they do? They put on social media. They don't need no content. What you call them, the advertise that shit or speak on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like the shit they just throwing on social media is getting them indicted.
Mm-hmm.
That's true, bro.
That's a whole fact.
You know, we grew up in an era where there was no social media. I remember a time we go out to the clubs. The only pictures taken, you bought your picture and you went home with that.
Yeah.
7 days, 7 nights, nigga.
Even when that's
no, well, that was on the internet.
That's what I'm saying. When that came, I'm talking before 7 days, 7 nights.
That,
you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like the only pictures that was the pictures that you paid for. Yo, they coming through. Y'all want to take a flick? Most of the time, niggas don't get the fuck out of here with that camera. Now niggas want to be on the camera. What?
Alright, since you older than us, right? Double R, your era. How was it in the streets? Like,
it was much more. It wasn't. I mean, well, it wasn't as wild as it is now.
You feel like that?
Oh, I mean, you know, like
I think
more respect with the
right.
With the younger people. Mm-hmm. People gave more respect to older people. Kids are so much off the chain. They respect their families. You know,
Right.
dope fiends and stuff
Like
like
back
that.
in the day was a respect factor.
Yeah, yeah,
I
you know,
see-
like
I see what you're
people was
saying.
hustling on the avenue, they'd stop and chill until the people, of the older elderly people, mothers and stuff go by, help them with their bags to their apartments. They don't do that no more.
Nah, hell no.
They don't do it no more.
They definitely don't do that
Now they got the
anymore.
system up now, where you just charge your child, you
I'm
go
gonna
back
tell
to
you,
school and speak
so
on
look,
it.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. As you see how you said that, you like, oh, like they don't do shit like that no more.
Yeah.
You know what else changed too? Back then, them same mothers and grandmothers
Yeah.
wasn't complaining and calling police and shit on niggas, right? This is how the young niggas is. I'm
That's
just
what I'm trying to tell you, it was much
right.
different.
So the young niggas don't give a fuck about helping the old lady to the building
That's bad.
or do.
I mean, we know that.
We gotta look at both sides though, because
no, I'm looking
back
at
in
the
the
good
day,
part of back then.
for every good is bad, bro.
The good
There's always-
part. We don't want to change good stuff into bad. Being fucked up is being fucked up.
But you, but
can't dress that
but
up,
you're
man.
looking at it one sided though, cause
But back in the days, there was much more respect than today. People's generation, and it's
I hear what
true.
you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
So you,
But
can dress,
look,
you can't dress.
niggas helped
Yeah,
and
that was the
show
joint.
niggas show respect, but the older people showed it back too. They didn't get in niggas' business. They knew what they was doing.
Right.
Yeah, all right, now it's old people all in niggas' business, man.
Oh,
So
they
why
do.
would a nigga want to help a motherfucker in their business?
But you can't just say.
Because-
But you
alright,
can't
no,
just
no,
say.
hold on,
And I'm not saying
You
that
got
now.
any proof that they did that?
But this go
No.
back to this, right? Because
Could have been anybody.
this old person been around for a minute, so they're seeing the change,
Right.
right? They used to
A certain way.
right.
And they
So
don't
they're
like the way
gonna
the
question
community is. I get it. And they got every right to do that.
They got every right, more right than everybody, because they've been there longer.
Told you I was coming back home. Told you I was coming back home. Right back where I belong.
What if I didn't believe I wouldn't be pleased? Then I know life is a risk. What if I would've stood broke with no plan to grow? Actually settle for this. What you know about waking up with desire to win, but don't know how else to give. Pray for the life that we live, is my heart too big? I've been this way since a kid, screaming why it ain't me. Feel like I'm chasing a dream that only I could see. Don't listen to the music, it's more to it. Really hear my heart speak. Watch out for the ones with
I got one for you.
Yeah,
and
go
I
ahead.
want you there.
All right.
Who cooked better, Spanish woman or black woman?
Black women.
You's a bitch.
That's fine.
Oh,
Soul food.
Yeah, but they.
Salsa.
no. See, that's the thing. Do you like soul food more than Spanish food?
Yeah, yes I do.
He
Yes,
being
I do.
black, so that's
Yes,
biased.
I do.
That's
I'm not
biased.
putting down black people
That's
just to
biased.
say
See,
I'm
you
equal
pro-black.
out Spanish.
I know.
Cause I get enough of that bullshit in the world now. With that,
Get what in the world?
be quiet, man. Just keep going.
Yeah, let 'em go off.
That's it, man.
No, but
What
yeah, there you
what
go.
you get in the world?
I don't like that, man.
What you don't
I'm
like?
not gonna down my people, man. Just to say I like somebody else and
Black power.
yeah, all that. Yeah,
No, let
that's
me tell you
right.
something.
Because it was for black people, a whole lot of Spanish people wouldn't be able to be here.
Oh shit.
That's right, people
Tell my
died.
man start. Break it down.
Don't let me
Racist.
start. Don't stop me.
Yeah.
How you know that?
Yo, break it down.
I know it's the truth.
Nah,
You
nah,
ain't
nah,
gotta
hold
question
on,
me on
break
that.
it down. No,
They
nah,
gotta
nah,
question me on
nah.
that.
We
I'm
not.
telling
Nah, break it
But
down.
the-
Give me
but
some
yo,
knowledge.
chat want to know what's up. The
Yeah, give
people
me some
watching
knowledge.
want to know what's up.
Give me some knowledge for real.
Now, what's the use of even, I mean, like, you know.
What do you say?
He said,
Because you
Give me some
don't know.
knowledge.
I do know.
I should
Yeah,
break
so
it
tell us
down.
why.
Well, I'm gonna say to a crowd that don't got, I'm talking on deaf
Because
ears.
you're teaching them.
I'm talking to deaf ears.
You're
No, that's the whole thing. Yo, you man, listen, man. This nigga.
Why you feel like
This is why I
black
take
people is the
over.
reason why Spanish people here? Why you feel like that?
Because, man, they went through a lot more than they did here in America.
You said they went through the Moors?
They went through
No, they went
a
through
lot more here in America with
Black people?
with white folks. Separate bathrooms, all that shit. Separate water fountains. Look at down in the South. Over out there and they've been going through all that sicking dogs on black folks.
Alright, but look.
Can't go to the same schools.
Yeah, but
because
you
you went
guys
through
Yeah,
said.
they had NAACP. I didn't see them organizing nothing for us. When?
Why would they organize?
Because, man, don't tell me.
Speak English.
Because it doesn't matter.
They should have been fighting for
They
us.
should have been fighting for us too. Now this immigration thing going on, they talking about, oh, why black people ain't helping us? Cause y'all don't help us at all.
I never heard one Spanish person say it.
I heard it on you. I heard it, man. They was talking
On
about it.
Facebook.
No, not Facebook, YouTube.
He said I.
On YouTube, man. Yes, everything.
switched
A
it
lot
up.
of news, a lot of stuff for Washington is on YouTube.
Yeah,
I think YouTube is it fake? That shit is real.
YouTube.
They be
They
trying
give
to
you, they give you
brainwash
dirt
you.
on the world.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yo, look, I'm about to give you a harsh. I'm about to give you some harsh reality, right?
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Nah, for real,
What you
because
want to me?
it was harsh reality. Something
Yeah, I
about
don't know.
about
No rhymes.
harsh reality.
Okay, about what?
Cause
About
No rhymes.
yeah, black people, right? Let me tell you something.
You crazy, man.
You so quick to be so pro-black.
Yeah, I am, man.
Look, right?
I am.
But listen, they don't give a fuck about you.
It's all right though, man. God cares about him.
That's something so
And he's a black man.
Yeah,
But
but
you ain't
you
God.
Jesus
nah,
is
but
black.
you can't. But you
Jesus
can't
is
tell a
black.
nigga not to be.
I'm not telling him. I'm just letting him
Jesus is
know.
a black man.
He
Know
can't
your-
about
know your
something.
history.
Yo, you
Don't
ever
stop
heard?
walking
Yo,
around
you
thinking
ever
that
heard the
there's a white
saying?
Jesus in the world.
Yo, so you believe
Fuck
Jesus is black?
Yes, he is.
Alright.
Read Revelation 1.
I'm not just.
Hair white like wool, skin like bronze, like a bird in the furnace. That's not no Caucasian man.
No.
Right.
You got
So you
something.
believe in Jesus or you believe in God?
I believe in Jesus and I believe in the Most High. It wouldn't be a Jesus without the Most High. Alright. So
Yeah.
if Jesus was black, who God must be? Must be a
Puerto
dark.
Rican and black. I'm just saying, man.
Yeah,
Puerto Ricans
God
are
is
original
a
people
man.
too.
I'm just
They his
saying,
people
man.
too.
You ain't think